Former President Donald Trump just got a huge win in the Fani Willis case in Georgia, and the DA is pissed. I mean, there's even talk that she could be disbarred for her actions in court, guys. Do any of you guys think that Fani Willis misusing taxpayer funds and paying her lover almost $1 million is enough reason to remove her from office? Because the Georgia Court of Appeals has now given Donald Trump a very much needed breather in his election interference case. Now, this comes as he was convicted in New York for a felony, a conviction that further boosted the support for the former president. And it looks like Trump haters are in disbelief. In fact, the Biden campaign is doing everything that they can to try and distract the people from this verdict. A recent announcement from the White House proved this when President Joe Biden suddenly said that he was now ready for executive action for our borders. Now, many analysts claim that Biden feels as if he's now doing the right thing and that this was the plan all along. However, many Republicans have pushed back and basically said that, hey, he's only trying to do this to convince the American people to vote for him. And by suddenly changing his mind, he's actually showing that he's hypocritical and that he's only doing this for political purposes. But let's hear about what's happening in Georgia right now.
Let's talk about former President Donald Trump and the case that's being brought against him in Georgia, essentially, that is now on pause. Essentially, we've just heard from the Georgia Court of Appeals. They have stayed the Trump case pending appeal. In other words, they have pressed pause on that case while Donald Trump essentially fights against Fani Willis, bringing that case against him. What happened? Why is it so significant here? I imagine it has to do with the timeline of whether or not this case would actually get to a jury prior to the election.
Yeah, you're looking right now at the entire order. I mean, that's the image.
Yeah.
It is a single page. It's not a long opinion where there's a bunch of case law cited. And the court is basically pausing the proceedings below during the appeal of the motion that was to disqualify Fani Willis. And you may recall that the trial court, the judge issued an order and an opinion saying, well, you have a choice. You can either disqualify the entire DA's office or you can disqualify this one guy, and the one guy being the person, the attorney on the team that was alleged to have had a romantic affair with Fani Willis. Now, the defense appealed that, and this stay, this pause, will effectively ensure that this case will not go to trial before the election. And candidly, given the history of the speed at which cases move in this particular county, in this state court, it was already something of a long shot that it would make it to trial. But now this pretty much seals it. And
now, this is the last thing that the DA's office in Fulton County, Georgia wanted to happen, because it's no secret that besides messing up Donald Trump's campaign schedule, the intent of these charges were to get Donald Trump before the 2024 presidential elections. It's expected that a panel of 3 judges on the appeals court will hear the arguments about Fani Willis's disqualification by early October. As expected, the DA's office didn't comment about the matter. She's probably pissed off, but that's okay. This is a huge win for Donald Trump and an embarrassment for President Biden, who, by the way, is trying his best to stay afloat within the polls. So a recent executive order from President Biden is now supposedly limiting illegal immigrants coming into our country through our borders. Now, before we get deeper into this thing, you gotta remember a very key detail. He repeatedly said that Congress needed to help him with the border. All the while, House and Senate Republicans pushed him to use executive action to do something about it. But miraculously, just months to go before the 2024 presidential election, he suddenly remembers to use these powers. Does this prove that Biden outright lied to the American people? Now, a lot of critics are saying that he's 3 years too late with this decision. Trump criticized Biden heavily for this, and the expectation is that he's going to reverse Biden's recent order at the border. Now, you might be thinking, well, why exactly would he do that? Well, it's because Biden's executive order doesn't actually close the border. It merely sets a cap. So with the numbers that he's provided, it's expected that almost 1 million illegal immigrants would be able to go through the borders with no problems within just a year. I believe the daily number that's being allowed to go through right now, it's around 2,500. You guys feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But many critics like Representative Ralph Norman have said that this isn't immigration reform. It's like an open invitation. And Donald Trump is planning to put a stop to it once he's voted into office. So Trump says that he's ready to tariff the hell out of countries that misbehave and are sending over illegal immigrants to our country. So this includes the likes of China and countries within the Middle East. Trump says that we have tremendous economic power and he plans to use that against these nations. He also said that he would terminate every single open border policy of the Biden administration. Do you guys agree with Trump on this idea? Now, besides the former president, Senator Marco Rubio, he's spoken spoken out about President Biden's plan about the border. He says that it's a joke and there's no way that they're going to fully implement this thing. Rubio also called out the fact that Biden's administration has already let in more than 10 million illegal immigrants into our country within just the last 3 years. Now, what's kind of funny though is that it's not just Republicans that are blasting the president. Even Democrats are pissed, guys. Representative Nanette Berrigan of California said that she's disappointed with the direction that the president wants to go with illegal immigration. Representative Pramila Jayapal likened him to Donald Trump and said that Biden should not be using the same tools that the former president used during his term. Somebody better remind these folks that the president is doing this mostly just for show though, and that it's nothing more than political pandering. But what do you guys think? Because it sure looks like the president is trying his best to save face at the moment. Which now brings me to the big one. The White House was recently forced to admit that the transcript and the audio recording of President Joe Biden's interview with special counsel Robert Hur, well, they don't match. Now, this is a huge deal because we know that Attorney General Merrick Garland has pushed back on the efforts of House Republicans to maintain these audio recordings. But now you're probably wondering, well, what's the difference between the two, right? Well, the transcript actually makes it sound as if President Biden did not have his usual stutter. That is because they omitted filler words like and from the transcript. They also removed repeated words and listed them down only once in the transcript. Now, some critics say that they tried their best to make the president sound as mentally sharp as they could. The White House defended the president and said that, hey, the only reason why Republicans want this audio is so that they can chop it up, cut it up, and use it against President Biden. The Justice Department on its end raised the concern that AI would be used to create a deep fake of information that the president said in the interview. Now, right now, those tapes are still being asked for, although it's unlikely that the public will ever be able to hear it. Are any of you guys interested to hear what President Joe Biden sounds like behind closed doors, especially where he was deemed an old man with memory issues? Now, I get that we're not all on the same boat regarding these issues, but I want you guys to know that I appreciate all of the input that I get from you guys, regardless of what your opinion is. So let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments. So that was the news portion of today's video. Now I would like to introduce you to the sponsor of today's video, Bonsai International Incorporated. You can find them on the NASDAQ under ticker symbol BNZI, commonly referred to as Bonsai. So Bonsai is a leading marketing technology company that provides essential marketing and sales solutions. In May of 2024 this year, Bonsai announced the addition of 100 new customers and the reactivation of 59 previous customers, bringing their total signups for the year to 979. Bonsai develops essential marketing solutions for companies that want to grow faster by offering seamless integrations that enhance customer value immediately. The company is focused on consolidating mission-critical, smaller-scale marketing technology products into three main areas: acquisition, engagement, and analytics. So their unique approach to growth involves expanding their customer base through cross-sales, which Bonsai refers to as their secret sauce. Some of the more notable customers that were added in May include Nextiva, an AI-powered customer experience platform for businesses of all sizes; VIB, which is a B2B lead generation company; Polar, a leader in personal guidance for fitness, sport, and health; Optimal Strategex Group, which is a global technology and analytics provider focused on customer-centric solutions; Brightlyworks, a strategic digital solutions partner; Orbia, a company focused on expanding access to health and well-being; the Adecco Group, a leading talent company. Joe Davey, the CEO and founder of Bonsai, highlighted the company's recent success, stating, quote, "We continue to see customer momentum build as we move through Q2, including adding additional new large accounts and key renewals in May. We've added nearly 1,000 logos this year so far, and we look forward to providing our new and current customers with powerful solutions to engage their customers and grow their organizations," end quote. Now, earlier this month, Bonsai International, again, they're on the NASDAQ under ticker symbol BNZI, also known as Bonsai, announced an exciting update to their Reach solution. They have now added support for AI-powered phone agents and introduced 11 new campaign types. Joe Davey, the founder and CEO of Bonsai, he explained the significance of this particular update. Quote, "People have used the phone to connect with customers since its invention, but it has always required a human to sit in front of the phone to operate it. At Bonsai, we always found managing large teams of humans dialing phones to be challenging to scale. This will allow Bonsai customers to leverage dynamic AI-powered phone agents with complex workflows at scale for all 14 campaign types now supported by Reach, end quote. So the new campaign types will enable Bonsai customers to reach across their entire marketing departments, creating opportunities for expansion. These new campaign types include driving survey completions, community membership, content downloads, sales meetings, reviews, newsletter signups, free trials, recorded demo views, education and training participation, conference meetings, and these are in addition to the existing capabilities for webinar and field marketing registration. The AI-powered phone agent feature of Reach, it allows marketing leaders to scale up phone campaigns for any of these campaign types. This enables them to reach thousands of targeted B2B or B2C contacts with consistent, high-quality conversations that seamlessly integrate into their Reach campaigns. Reach is designed to help marketers achieve their goals by deploying multi-channel, multi-touch outbound campaigns directly to a company's target audience. The product identifies a company's ideal customer profile from a proprietary database of over 379 million individuals, categorized by industry, job title, geographic region, and more. Users can define their most important customer criteria, and then Reach will prepare personalized outreach to target contacts and generate results. This enhancement to Reach signifies Bonsai's commitment to providing cutting-edge marketing solutions that empower their customers to connect with their audiences more effectively and efficiently. Bonsai International has released its financial summary for the first quarter of 2024, showcasing significant growth and operational achievements. Annual recurring revenue for March 2024 reached $4.9 million. Now, this represents a 14.2% increase compared to the fourth quarter of 2023 and a 5% increase compared to March 2023. Revenue for the first quarter of 2024 was $1.1 million, which exceeded the company's operational forecast for the previous quarter by 4%. Net income saw a sequential increase of $1.9 million, marking a 30% rise from the fourth quarter of 2023. Bonsai added over 230 new customers in April 2024, and this brought the total number of customer wins and reactivations for the first 4 months of 2024 to 810. Bonsai unveiled Reach 2.0, a significant update to the company's flagship marketing product. Reach 2.0 is designed to enhance marketing capabilities for Bonsai customers. Notable customers using Reach 2.0 include Cisco. They're also on the NASDAQ under ticker symbol CSCO. They're a Fortune 500 communications and security technology company. The economic impact, which offers partnership solutions that combine think tank rigor, media brand creativity, and global influence to drive growth and change. CrowdStrike. They're also on the NASDAQ under ticker symbol CRWD. They're a rapidly growing cloud security software company. Joe Davey, the founder and CEO of Bonsai, is proud of all of these accomplishments. The increased revenue, net income, customer base, along with the successful launch of Reach 2.0, really just kind of demonstrates Bonsai's strong performance and commitment to providing innovative marketing solutions. Bonsai is a marketing technology company that provides essential marketing and sales solutions for businesses of all sizes. Their mission is to help their customers achieve their goals by enabling them to target, engage, and measure both new and existing customers more efficiently. Bonsai's customers include very well-known companies such as Square, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, Thermo Fisher Scientific, Thinkific, Doodle, and ActiveCampaign, among thousands of others. For more information about Bonsai, visit their website at www.bonsai, that's BANZAI.io. Investors should always do their own due diligence. This is not financial or investment advice.